Can you imagine paying 500 to 1000 rupees for just 2 GB of data? Unimaginable, right? Imagine still having to carry cash when you travel to cities that are not tier 1. Imagine in 2025, you're watching this on 3G and it's still buffering. Instagram won't load, YouTube says video unavailable, and your monthly phone bill is around 1500 for 2 GB. Sounds dystopian, right? In an alternate universe, that is probably our reality if Jio never launched. Let's dive deeper. Before Jio, India's internet was stuck. In 2016, India ranked 155th in the mobile internet speeds globally. Data was expensive. Only around 1/4 of India had internet access. It was a privilege, not a utility. Then came Jio. Free data, free calls, and an audacious goal. Internet for every Indian, or Jio Ji Bhar ke. But wait, this wasn't just about cheap internet. This was about power, influence, and disruption. So let's zoom out. What was India before Jio? Did Jio actually change anything? And most importantly, would India crash without it? Let's go back to 2015. Streaming videos on mobile like YouTube wasn't so smooth before Jio entered the scene. TikTok did not even exist in India. Netflix had just entered but was out of reach for most. Before cheap internet, even top Indian startups like Flipkart had to spend over 10 crores just on servers to handle growing user traffic. Cloud services were expensive, and scaling meant raising funds just for infrastructure. More users equals more server load equals more cost. And that's when Jio said, hold my internet. Reliance Industries, backed by Mukesh Ambani, pumped 1.5 lakh crores into building a pan-India 4G network before launching commercially. They didn't just lower their prices, they nuked the market. Free voice calls, dirt cheap data. This wasn't a marketing gimmick. It was a real long-term business strategy. Jio hit 100 million users in just 6 months, while Airtel needed over 3 years to hit 10 million and then an additional 9 months to reach 100 million. Competitors like Airtel, Vodafone, Idea, etc. bled. They merged, restructured, or even shut down. The telecom industry shrank from 12 major players to just 3. Other players had to take severe hits to their bottom line to match the prices that Jio was able to offer. To keep up with Jio's rate cut 399 rupees plan, offering 1 GB data a day plus unlimited calling, Airtel matched the 399 offer with equivalent benefits, and Vodafone slashed its cost per GB and introducing 445 rupees 84-day plans to match Jio's aggressive pricing. But what did it really do to India? Let's talk numbers. Between 2016 and 2020, India's internet penetration nearly doubled, jumping from approximately 27% to 43%, driven by mobile adoption and rural expansion. Data consumption per user jumped from 200 MB a month to over 12 GB a month. India became the #1 consumer of mobile data globally by 2019. This surge fueled everything. Startups like Byju's, Meesho, Chingari, Dream11 and many more rode this wave. TikTok blew up and so did Reels, Moj and ShareChat. Even digital payments. UPI transactions went from 38,000 crores in 2016 to over 13 lakh crores a month by 2022. So no, Jio didn't just give us cheap internet, it restructured the entire economy. Now, what if Jio never launched? Your monthly data pack would still cost around 300 to 400 rupees for 1 to 2 GB. India's digital boom would have been throttled. No hyper growth for Swiggy, Zomato or Zerodha and many more brands. Many Indians would still not have internet, which means that you wouldn't have been able to pay for things via UPI in a remote resort in Chikmagalur. UPI adoption would have stayed niche, maybe even delayed by 3 to 5 years. video streaming would not be where it is now. OTT players would not be able to scale since most Indians would still consider video streaming a luxury. Startups wouldn't even target tier 2 and 3 cities due to low reach and engagement. Without Jio, India's digital economy might have been 4 to 5 years behind schedule. That's GDP we're talking about. Jobs, innovation, access, even the pandemic response with Arogya Setu, online schooling, remote working, that wouldn't even be a thing today. Jio didn't just connect phones, it connected aspirations. It made internet a basic right, not a privilege. And whether you love or hate monopolies, you can't deny what it did. Now, did Jio make India more self-reliant or too dependent? Do you think this level of disruption is possible in other sectors like healthcare or even education? And are we okay with one company owning so much of our digital infrastructure? Because if tomorrow Jio decides to raise its prices again, what's our backup? Without Jio, India would still be buffering.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.